What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It is your boy Drew, and we are How Was Your Day podcast. I'm always joined by the two homies I would like to introduce, starting on my left, Smith, CEO. How you doing today?
I'm good, man. Happy to be back. Season 2, we took some time off. We back now. Happy to be here.
For shizzle. And on my right, I got the most accredited dude you want to be, GQ Nesto.
The most interesting man in the world.
Well, those were kind words for sure. But yeah, I'm ready. Let's get this going. Season 2.
All right, and as a special guest today, I'm pretty sure this won't be the last time he is on the show. I got my boy Danny. How you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic, man. Thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here. First time shooting a podcast with y'all. I appreciate your invitation, and let's get this.
Did you do anything amazing today?
Worked on a bunch of boats on the Pacific Ocean. That's pretty low key, but I guess it's amazing to some. So, yeah, it's pretty fun.
For sure. Well, hey, look, I want to jump right into it, right? I was thinking about, I think I was watching a show or something like that, and I was thinking about physiques. Why? I don't know why I was thinking about physiques, maybe because that's just something that's going on in my family for like years and years. But where do we get, or do you think in our imagination or in our perception that there is a way we want to look when we see ourselves in the mirror? So when I look in the mirror and I see my reflection, am I satisfied with what I see? And if I'm not satisfied with what I see, what can I do about it, right? What can I do about it? Let's just go around the table with just that. When you look in the mirror, Smith CEO, are you satisfied with what you see?
I see greatness, man, when I look in the mirror.
That's what
there's always room for improvement. Don't get me wrong, but, I try to just keep that confidence at all time. Even if I know I'm not at my best, I just tell myself that just to, keep that sight going.
Okay. And Mr. Danny, when you look in the mirror in the morning before you go to work and start your glorious day, are you satisfied with what you see?
I think most of the time I am. It's really like after a workout or after hitting the gym, that's when like I feel the best. But what happens is taking other people's criticism that really impacts me and makes me want to drive harder. So you have a better physique, but overall about 95% of the time pretty satisfied.
Awesome. GQ Nesto, when you wake up on that glorious morning and you walk in your bathroom and look in the mirror, are you satisfied with what you see?
Shit, I'm like 50-50. Like, I don't know about satisfied, but like I know I be eating a lot of gancitos. You know what I mean? Can
you explain to our citizens, because some people don't know what gancitos is. Obviously, I know, but what are they?
It's a good. You want to say Twinkie, Mexican Twinkie.
It's a Mexican Twinkie covered in chocolate with the strawberry filling. Don't ask me how I know that shit.
I was about to say, Charlie, you just
described
that.
He feels amazing. Okay.
Dude, you got that in your pocket right now?
I'm a fat kid at heart, bro. Fat kid at heart.
Okay, but then like to like we're gonna go down this journey, right? So I was thinking about, say for instance, in the movies or in the conversation that you have with your homies, your friends, your family members, or whatever it be, when you say, "Hey, well, what type of woman, what type of man would you want to be with?" Right? So. Most commonly, in my opinion, I would say you would start off with, "Oh, I want someone who is kind. I want someone who is responsible. I want someone who is generous, right? I want someone who is intelligent." And then last but not least is someone that, look okay, right?
Or fluffy.
Right. But why do you think we wait to get to the end to say, I want somebody to be like physically attractive?
I think because people don't want to sound shallow.
Right.
Like you say that shit, you just sound shallow, especially for a female.
Is it shallow or is it just I'm being honest? So what if I started off with that?
You're being honest, but like for males, like we could say the shit and get away with it because we're dudes and they think we're dogs anyways. But like if a female were to say that about a dude, they'd be like, "Oh, she hella shallow."
What do you think about that, Danny?
I think when you boil it all down, attraction is the first thing that gets you with and notice somebody. So for somebody to say, "Hey, that's the first thing on my radar," like, "Hey, I'm looking for somebody who's attractive or that I'm attracted to," no matter what the physique, whether it's super fit or super fluffy, that in itself is the initiating factor to any type of relationship that is, you know, romantic in a sort of way.
Okay. Well, hey, GQ Nesto, I got like a little scenario / question, right? Or situation that you can be in. So I know you're familiar because we talk about it quite often, the Ray Charles movie, right? And you remember the actor Jamie Foxx was playing Ray Charles, right, in the cinematic feature. And it was a scene where he was at the bar, right? And the lady came up and was like, "Hey, Ray, can I buy you a drink?" And he stuck his hand out and he grabbed her wrist. And from his grasp on her wrist, he can tell her physique. So at one portion of the movie, a nice
He didn't feel those dimples,
right?
You know what I mean?
A nice fuller lady came and approached. Yes, she approached him, and he grabbed her wrist, and he was just like, "Nah." So do you think it's wrong to lead off with what size dress you wear? Is that wrong?
That's hella wrong. You know what I mean? Because you know what? Okay, yes, I know that look that you're giving me. I get it.
I'm not saying anything.
You know, but it goes both ways. You know what I mean? You never know. It could be a salvage title type of chick.
A salvage
title.
It can look good at some point. You know what I mean? You just never know. It could go either way. But I just think that it all comes down to the person itself. So, your question.
I think it depends on how you wear it. Like
Yeah.
if you're a big person and you wear it with confidence,
Yeah.
then you know you rocking it. Do you? You know what I mean? But
What's her name? Lizzo. You know what I mean? Like she out there doing it at Staples Center.
this is annoying as
You
fuck,
know what
bro.
I mean? I mean, it don't matter. I mean, she got banned.
I'm not hating on her. I just think she annoying in my personal opinion.
I mean, hey.
Okay.
She getting it though, so I can't talk shit.
Okay, so let's think about it like this, right? So I would say in the past, cosmetic surgery was, when thought about, was exclusively something that females did, right? Now today, the numbers are reflecting something totally different and something that is not generally the norm. In your opinion, or no, let's just keep it real. We talking about plastic surgery. Would you go get tummy tuck?
Me personally, I would not. I'd rather just put in the work in the gym. You know what I mean? That's just me personally. But different strokes for different folks. You know, I think it just depends on where you're from and where you're at, your environment. It all has an impact on it. So,
But you gotta also think of the medical part, like your testosterone levels, all that shit. Like you can't just be like, "Oh, I can make it happen," and your testosterone levels below 400. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't even know the levels.
yeah,
Shit.
I didn't know that either. I was counting.
I don't even know if 400. Like, do I got 400?
You just taught me something. Is that a real number or you capping right now?
You just make it up.
No. Below 400. Below 400, you gotta worry.
Okay, dang, that's bad. So, hey, you ain't hear it from me. You heard it from GQ Nesto. But Danny, like, what do you think about that? Like, as far as say now, in the shape that you're in now, you know what I'm saying? I'm just estimating when you eat an In-N-Out burger, maybe a double with extra cheese, you may not see your abs as defined as you want it to be, right? So would you consider doing a tummy tuck, a little bit of lipo? You know what I'm saying? Get your rip, get your right.
Well, it's more like 2 4x4 animal styles in and out with the animal style fries.
It's got a high metabolism.
But yeah, I mean, what my boy Smith said over here. Me personally, I'd rather put the work in at the gym because that's the gratification. You have more appreciation at the end of the day. But on the other side of that, man, if I could just get on an app and a website and pick out, I want this 8-pack right now, and click a button, make an appointment, go in. 3 hours later, I come out with an 8-pack, go to the beach, whip off my shirt. Yeah, I mean, that's the conveniency and the luxury of that. How long is that going to last? It's not going to last very long, in my opinion, because you didn't earn it. You didn't work for it. So you're not going to keep something very long that you didn't put the time and effort and energy into.
Not if you don't know how to maintain that vehicle in the first place.
Right.
So what you going to do when you get it?
Right, exactly.
Okay. All right. I get you. Now, I was looking at the percentages, right? So I was like, okay, well, maybe, I don't wake up in the morning looking like Dwayne Johnson, So if I wanted to be on that level, like he hinted at in his statement, the cost of it, right? I'm like, how much does this stuff cost? But before we get to the cost, I'm going to talk about these percentages and what the actual procedures males are most commonly doing today. So today, there was a study, and the results showed that most men are doing breast reductions. That is the most common surgery procedure that males are doing right now. It went up 30% from 2017.
Just lazy fat fucks, bro. If you don't hit some fucking push-ups, nigga.
After the breast surgery.
You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Hey man, hey.
Bro.
After the surgery, after the breast reductions, you got liposuction, and I think after the liposuction, it was something like fillers. You know what I'm saying? People want lip injections or something. I don't know, man.
Dudes,
Bro.
bro.
Dudes, bro.
I could see that. Especially in like Hollywood, LA, or like when we were in Miami, like everybody in Miami, especially on South Beach, everybody's fucking fit. The dudes, the females, everybody, right? So, like I said, it depends on your environment. You know, somebody from the Midwest, a fucking farmer, he ain't gonna go get no fucking breast reduction.
No, he's probably not gonna do that.
And you know, he ain't gonna do it. But if you're in Miami, where
So
everybody else is doing it, and you kind of need it,
Do
you
you
know
feel
what I mean,
like
to
it's
stand
the
out in that
access,
environment.
the access, or what you see on TV, or what you see in the
Definitely.
media? Because you know that
Definitely.
guy in like South
It's
Dakota,
whatever you're influenced by.
you know what I'm saying? South Dakota and Los Angeles, obviously not the same, right? The influence, the
definitely.
outside,
Yeah.
you know, it's not the same. But with that guy out there who's on Instagram, Snapchat, or whatever have you, be like, dang, I want to look like this dude. This dude got like 3 million followers. Do you think that has a big impact, social media, on how we view ourselves and what we want to look like?
Oh yeah, that's a huge factor. Like that's a huge motivating factor because you want to be, at the end of the day, you want to be accepted by society. So society has that huge impact on what you do and how you do it. So that's of course. But what Smith's saying is just it's about your environment too. So if you're from a farmer from the Midwest, no, judgment here, but that social norm there is accepted. So you have the opposites that are attracted to that, where if you go to Miami, Florida, that's their basis. Like that's their foundation that they're looking for. Like, does this guy have a six pack? Does he have?
Because you got to be right.
But-
You got to be right when you go on the beach.
Right.
Right?
But at the same time, we can't hate on Lumberjack. I'm pretty sure he's strong as fuck.
Right.
No one's hating. We're just saying it's your environment, you know?
yeah,
And he's gonna be in South Dakota.
Yeah, he said no shade. You know what I'm saying? If you do what you do, then all right. Well, I think in the previous episode you talked about who your favorite hero is. Can you tell us who your favorite superhero is?
Yeah, Batman.
Batman, right? Batman. Superhero. Yeah. Uniform. Yeah. Tight, right? Tight, yeah. Right? What you even say that was tight. When is the last time you seen a chubby superhero? I'll wait.
Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre.
I don't know.
Okay. So he was one, but any what you would call mainstream chubby superheroes.
Thor, second movie edition or something.
But he was depressed. Does that really count?
He's still a superhero. He had his little thing.
But he had them arms though.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Okay. But okay, so and the point that I'm trying to make here is I think a part of the reason that guys deal with the image issues that we may deal with is because of what we see in the cartoons and the comic books and the movies and stuff like that, and what you see in the magazines, right? Because like, okay, who's that? Who makes them skins? Kim K, right? Nobody wants to be in skins with a big belly, right? You're not running outside your house in skins, like shaking your belly, right?
I'm sure somebody out there somewhere doing the shit.
It's probably gonna be a trend on TikTok after somebody watches this. But like, no, I mean, in my opinion,
You heard it here first. How was your day podcast?
right? That's not something that you want to do. That's not something that I want to partake.
But if you really think about it, if Rick Ross moonwalk, you know what I mean, anything is possible. You know what I mean? If Rick Ross did it, you know what I mean?
You act like he was like 400 pounds.
When he hit that moonwalk on the roof, he was 400 pounds. Close to it.
Rick Ross.
We gonna run that shit after this episode. Watch.
I ain't never even seen it.
You ain't seen it? We
I
gonna
just
show
know,
you.
I just know he been.
Hey, but he put in that
the
work
gym.
though. Yeah, he got that Ross fit now, and he put in that work, so he getting there.
You know, he still got his belly looking like, you know what I mean? Like surprise.
Do that.
Do that face one more time?
Do it one more time.
Like, look at the camera and do that shit though.
But back to something that like Danny was talking about, right? So, is there, they say, well, health is wealth, right? So, is there a price tag to your happiness? And a lot of times, what you see your reflection what you carry and what you present is your self-esteem, your confidence, and stuff like that. It carries you a long way. So if you had to put a price tag on, say, for instance, a tummy tuck, how much do you think you would pay, Smith, CEO?
Me personally?
No. Just
or
in
just
general.
in general? How much do I
you
think they cost?
How much it's going to cost?
Oh, shit. I know, like, female tummy tucks cost like $8,000. So I'm going to say it's probably right there, like around $8,000 with the females.
You going with $8,000, Mr. Danny. How much do you think it costs?
I'm going to go with like $5,000.
$5,000.
Yeah.
That's your number.
Yeah.
All right. GQ Nesto, how much do you think it costs?
Shit, I got an estimate. They told me 8,000. You know what I mean?
8,000?
And they were gonna put everything on.
Oh, you already had it
it
priced out?
Hell yeah.
Oh, this boy.
Hell yeah.
They got you.
Where were you going to go? In LA? San
They got you
Diego?
on camera?
No,
Or Mexico?
Del Mar.
Tijuana.
Del Mar?
Yeah,
Damn.
Del Mar.
8,000.
8,000.
Okay.
And I was gonna wake up looking like, Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
Stop
like,
it.
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Stop
like
it.
lean. Yeah.
Let me get that. Let me borrow that from you.
You know what I mean? Just get it.
Okay, but then, like, your abs would look right, but then, like, what about, like, you know what I mean? And your arms are going to fit your fucking abs.
Bruh, well, it's a combination. That's where you can't just go.
You don't
go
get
do one
bicep
thing.
implants, too?
Nah.
You going to have a yoked ass tummy with fucking noodle arms, nigga. What the fuck?
Why you hating, bro?
I'm not hating. I'm just
Why you
saying,
hating?
bro. I'm not hating. I'm just
looking kind
saying.
of mad.
Really happy.
My mama, I'm not
We're
hating.
all friends
I'm just
here.
saying the proportion ain't going to be there.
Bro,
You know what I
get
mean?
what you're saying.
get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. But like
you got kids,
he's
I got
talking-
tummy tucks, bro. Come on, bro. Like shit. Yeah.
But you know, and doing research of this topic, that's what I came across. I came across that the average price for a male when he goes in to see the doctor, right, to get his cosmetic procedure of liposuction tummy tuck is $8,800. When I think about $8,800, all right, what I can do with $8,800 is I can put that on some Forex if that's what you into. I can put that in some stocks. I could buy me
Crypto.
like a 1988 Honda Civic or something and just race it out in my garage, you know. But just thinking about, like he said, like Danny mentioned earlier, like you go into these offices and you go in one way and you come out another, you still got to maintain it. You know what I'm saying? So if it only lasts me, say for instance, 2-3 months, because it actually only takes 3 days to get out of shape for those runners out there, just putting that out there, right? You lose it. So you just threw away $8,800.
Bro, this ain't a benefit. It's not like use it or lose it, bro. Like I'm pretty sure, like once they remove all that fat, I mean, I'm not a scientist or anything, but they told me just be cool after this. You know what I mean?
Cool.
That's-
It was not going to last
be
forever.
cool.
Perfect
What?
example, Kim Kardashian. When she first got her ass done, everybody was like, oh, my God. Have you seen her ass lately, nigga?
I'm not talking about diaper booties and
Exactly.
abs.
You just said it.
Yeah,
You just
I
said
mean?
it, bro.
Like,
So it don't last forever.
All right, man. But you know, hey, we don't want to stay on this topic too long, but we coming to the end of our show. And as always, like we did in the first season, I always open up the floor to the homies and the guests of our show. All right. Tonight we're gonna do something different. We're gonna start with our guests. Danny, is there something you would like to say to our listeners, our viewers out there? The floor is yours, bro. Anything you want to get off your chest?
I just want to kind of conclude this whole subject here. So there is a happy medium. So there is a point that you need to put in the work and the time and the energy into the gym, and that will get you so far. But because of age and gravity and all kinds of other genetic factors that not everybody has the same, that there is a happy medium. So not to just sit on your ass and be lazy and eat anything and everything you want and then just go pay $8,800, get a surgery done, and then just do the same rotation all over. You're going to have the same exact result, which is insanity. So there is a happy medium. Go to the gym, work out, put your time, put your effort in, take half of that $8,800, invest into a gym membership, and then take the other half and invest it, you know, into whatever dieting or surgeries cosmetically you may need. Maybe not a tummy tuck, maybe a breast reduction. But at the end of the day, take pride in what you do and how you do it, and you always have results if you put the time and energy into it. That's it.
Well said. Well said.
Well said. Well, I would clap if I could, right?
You can.
We can't clap.
I think we have a little clap button. somewhere
We
in
do,
there.
but I don't remember.
I don't know where it's. Yeah, we'll worry about that next
it's been a
episode.
while. All right. Smith CEO, is there anything you would like to share?
Yeah, just to piggyback off what Danny said. First of all, Danny, thank you for being on the show with us. We appreciate that, your input. Just piggyback off of what he said. If it feels right to you and that's what you need to be confident, by all means do it. I mean, we're not knocking you. It's just me personally. I don't want to do it. Am I going to knock Nesto for doing it? No. Am I going to jab at him? Yeah, because we brothers and that's what we do. But, you know,
Right.
if it makes you feel good and it's going to boost your confidence, if that's what you need to do, do it.
For sure. Last but not least, GQ Nesto, anything you would like to share?
Well, I think one of the things that I think I want to say the whole point of this topic is also to consider, because you got people ready to jump a bridge just because of how depressed they feel or how they feel about their bodies. So overall, based on what everybody said here, I mean, I just feel that take it a day at a time. You know what I mean? You got that belly with that little, you know what I mean? You got to make sure that you gotta make sure that eventually, it turns, you got a regular belly button. You know what I mean? So, take it a day at a time. You know what I mean? There's no need, there's no rush. Just keep pushing. You know what I mean? One addiction less at a time. I think that's gonna be the easiest way to go about that. So,
for sure. And to wrap it all up, all right, I think this is very important. What you see in the mirror as an individual matters. Like I said, as a child, when you received that new pair of Nikes, you felt like you can run faster, you can jump faster, you can do all these amazing things. And maybe that's the case with those who want to pursue or want to consider cosmetic surgery, whether you're a male or a female. But I would say this: appreciate what you do have, improve on what you have, and strive for greatness. All right, I'm your boy Drew. This is How Was Your Day podcast. Thank you for tuning in. We see y'all next time. Peace.